Hey guys, Languagehacker here. Pretty excited to be playing after the patch. A lot of changes, a lot of buffs, and one of the decks that got buffed was Curse Warlock. I tried it a bit at the start of the expansion. It was a pretty big meme. It's still a good meme, but it's doing really well. I played it today for, I think, 16 games, and I went 80% straight to top 300 Legend, which is, I mean, honestly, pretty good. It's been beating a lot of the decks that I've been seeing. It's been beating Control Warrior, Rogues, and a bunch of other stuff too. I haven't faced a lot of Druids yet, which is, I imagine, one of the bad matchups, but the deck seems pretty well placed in the meta. So, here's the deck list. Woo. Okay, so what do we have here? We basically have every single card that says Curse in it, except for Curse of Agony, because that doesn't actually synergize with these curses. I don't think you really need Curse of Agony. There was a list running around earlier in the expansion that was running both, but it's just, you don't need it. It's just a dead card at all points, whereas the other curse cards are not really dead cards. They actually do stuff most of the time. So we're running Drag Below, which got buffed. It was 4 mana, now it's 3, much more playable. The Cultist, which is a 3/4. It used to be a 2/3, and now it actually contests stuff. This is a pretty big, impactful change, especially against Thief Rogue, because they play 3/3s on curve. It's also good against Warrior, because it no longer dies to Outrider's Axe. So that's pretty good. We have Zakul. I haven't drawn this as much as all the other cards in the deck, just from a small sample size of games, but it has been pretty good in a couple of games for a couple of reasons. One, A, it's just an extra curse with Battle Cry, so it works with Brand and slow matchups. B, it is actually quite a bit of healing, because often your opponents aren't going to be playing every curse card that you give them, so you get a couple of recurring ticks, and on the turn where you have a few recurring ticks, you can just play Zakul, heal back up to full, and still do damage, and they have to remove Zakul. Now they have to get rid of the curses because you're doing damage and so on and so forth. So it actually has been nice as a stabilization in some games. And Abyssal Wave. I don't think many of the medalists right now are running Abyssal Wave, but it's so good at clearing rogue boards, and it helps to clear mage boards as well. I think some of the lists on HS Replay are running a few more tempo options. I've seen some people running Dark Alley Pact. I've seen some people running... actually, I don't even remember. Regardless, this is the 30 cards I came to, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. I don't think it's an optimal list, but it seems pretty good against what I've been facing. The curse cards just are good at doing stuff, and then they also just start doing a bunch of damage. You have some support tools, Bran, Tamsin, Zola, to help get more curse cards and deal more damage, because each consecutive curse deals more and more damage, right? So the more curses you start throwing at your opponent, the more damage they take, which is really good. So in slow matchups, you can go for some super greedy stuff like Bran, Zola the Bran, get more Brands, then go Bran Cultist, Bran School Teacher, Bran Zakul, Bran Queen, kind of wacky stuff. And against aggro matchups, you just remove their stuff, right? We have removal cards. We have Coil, Touch, Drain, Drag Below. AoE cards, we have double Abyssal Wave, Tamsin, double Entitled Customer. So by turn 5 on coin or 6 off coin, you're going to be removing stuff because you just have 5 cards that cost 6 that do stuff. And in the meantime, you still just play cards. I've out-tempoed Rogues just playing stuff on curve. Mistress on 1, Coin Cultist, into Cultist, School Teacher. There's some pretty decent tempo options. School Teacher gives you a bit of flexibility. There's not a lot of stuff to play on 4 as well. You could just add more removal, but School Teacher, I felt, is actually just fine. I haven't minded this at all. The Noggling can now get Drag Below as well, because it costs 3 mana. And there's some other stuff you can get. There's some AoE cards. You can get, like, what's it called? You can get Grimoire. You can get Full-Blown Evil. You can get Curse. Like, against slow decks or combo decks, you can go, like, Bran plus the Noggling with Curse of Agony, Zol the Noggling, and then play 2 more Nogglings, and you shuffle, like, 18 curses, which is pretty specific, but I mean, there are a lot of synergies with the School Teachers just because they do stuff. They either remove things, they heal, they do damage, it's pretty flexible. So I've been liking the School Teachers. What else do we have here? Null seems pretty good. You're tapping a lot, you're getting to the end of your deck, so you want cheap removal. It's also good single target removal. It has 5 attack. It kills stuff like Spitelash Siren. But honestly, against Spitelash Siren boards, you're probably just AoEing anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But it does kill stuff. It also kills Rogues' Wild Pawn Nulls, which is useful too. If they just play 0 mana 4/5, you play 1 mana 5/4, kill it. You don't bat an eye. Spice Bread Breakers have been okay so far. There are quite a few aggressive decks in the meta right now, so the healing has been quite nice. I'm not sure if this is really cuttable. If you cut a Spice Bread Baker, you might want to cut like a School Teacher and play a couple more defensive things as well. But I think this spread has been okay so far. It's also a battle cry that works with Bran later on if you do want to heal for like 18 in one turn. Gigafin seems very, very good in a lot of matchups. They just can't remove it. against any board-based matchup, this just ends the game. And if it doesn't end the game, it gives you time to either get more curses down to set up lethal, or to just find more removal. And honestly, there's been so many games where I haven't even needed to remove all my opponent's threats. I actually am just racing aggro decks with the curses. They actually start doing a bunch of damage. You'd be surprised how fast it adds up. There's a couple of cool things you can do as well. You can fill your opponent's hand, make them overdraw, which is good against combo decks, i.e. Board Priest. If your opponent realizes this and stays on a full hand, what you can do is just go Bran Queen, shuffle stuff into your deck, the spells, using the Tidestone, and then you don't die to fatigue, and then they'll die to fatigue. So then they have to play cards, and then you play curses. So, Viper, flex card, I should mention that. But otherwise, everything seems relatively core. I need to look at stats for how these have been performing, and I need more sample size for that. But I have been having a blast with this. Once again, I'm at 13-3. We got up to 300 Legend today, and I'm going to keep playing after this. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you are doing with this deck. Let me know if there's other decks you want guides on. Oh, I didn't talk about the Mulligan. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. But Mulligan guide, I've been keeping Mistress against most decks just because it's like fine against Rogue. Even if it doesn't actually contest something, you can go Mistress, tap, tap, you heal back up. And sometimes it does contest an early minion like a Swashbuckler, or I don't know. They don't play it on 1 too often, but it's seemed fine for me. I keep Cultist pretty often. I keep Null pretty often because it's good tempo stuff. On coin, I keep Tamsin very often. On play, sometimes I keep it, sometimes I don't. It depends on the context of your hand. You want to make sure you have ways to do stuff early on. And even though you can just tap, it does help having like a turn 3 play or like a school teacher. I wouldn't keep a school teacher, but if you have like Mistress, Cultist, school teacher, you can kind of just keep that, squeeze in a tap on 2 and move on. On coin, I've been keeping removal pretty aggressively though, because like the 6-mana removal, because it's just so important to clear either a mage board or a rogue board. I changed a card in my deck. Am I gonna have the new card or no? It's kind of weird. I'm not sure how that is gonna work. Hey Duxco, that's awesome. Good luck. I want a new card? Yeah, it makes sense that I wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know how many cards they kept. I think I'm supposed to not tap because I want to go coin Tamsin. Oh, disaster. That's a little upsetting. Yeah. Yeah. This prevents me from milling. I'm gonna go for the not mill option. Means I get a hero power, but like they're gonna be able to hero power something anyways eventually. And 3/3s can be annoying. I could definitely see. So the thing about Mythril Rod is that it gives you power spikes, right? That you can play around. But it gets really bad if your opponent runs Viper. And sometimes it's too slow. So I don't know when I'm supposed to, like... Maybe it is better to run it? I don't know. So it looks like Control Warrior, they played 1 dragon. I mean, that's fine. Duxco, you don't have to be... Your heart doesn't have to be a flutter. What's up, Lunderman? This mills them. That sounds fine. I don't get the tap, but Abyss Wave doesn't always get value. I don't want to commit my other cards, so ship it. Well, hacker fans love to see that. Yeah, that makes sense here now. GG. I mean, not yet, but I think this is a good matchup. Controller specifically. They played one Amalgam without a Discover, and a Nixia's gone. They still have 2 Drakes and an Amalgam. So they need to go Drake. Actually, no. They can still play Kazakhstan, but they have to draw everything. That's the second from the depths. That concerns me a little bit. I have some level of concern here. Thanks for all the follows, guys. Welcome to the stream. Amalgam. We're pretty close to just having Kazakhstan. I was hoping not to draw a Fel Rift here, because I kind of want to go Abyssal Wave. Do I deviate? I don't think I do. Yeah, we'll just clean up. Playlist is Pog. There are a lot of good jams. Okay. Curse of Agony seems like a good way to get some damage. Not enough sea shanties. I got some shanties on the playlist, but not an overwhelming amount. Ooh, I like that. This was a good outcome. I needed a hand space too, so excellent. Shield Shatter as well, interesting. Pulling after one guy. I guess to play around Drag Bull or something. I don't really need removal right now, or healing. I dump this probably. Question is, do I want to dump this? Is it important for me to get this off of Bran? It's a pretty good meme. It's a pretty good meme. But it's not that important. Let me dump some cards. So I can keep tapping. I need more curses. I played 3 curses so far. Did Twitch do something different on mobile? Sometimes the ads will top left of your cell phone. You don't have to watch this shit full screen. I'm not sure. I know they've been making a few changes with the layout or overlay or whatever, but I don't know any explicit things. Rancor. Okay, there's a dragon in hand here. That could actually just be a Kazakhstan, and they're waiting for a final dragon. Can they even complete Kazakhstan? Yeah, they have a Drake left. There's the Zola. I can go really deep on this curse thing. That could be fun. think I'm just doing this. Is that true? Maybe I don't. Maybe I just go for Omega Curses.
What is taking so long? I must hasten.
Huh. Let's try this. I don't know if it's... I think it might have actually been better to copy this guy. But if I was going to do that, that should have been my whole turn. I should have gone Bran, Noggling, then Zola the Noggling, then play 2 more curses. Because that basically kills them. This way I get some extra damage, but it doesn't kill them. The problem with that play is if they go for Kazakhstan, but they can't do it yet because they still need to play a dragon. And the brand's a little weird. I have some ways to brand left in my deck. Cultist, Zakul, and School Teacher. So Kazakhstan's playable now. I need to be kind of aggressive. This is a problem. I didn't have the curses up top, so... We didn't get the curse damage in.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Pretty sure I dump a coil here. I think I tempo Mistress too, because I just don't have hand space.
No. Trust me.
1, 2... They don't have that many cards left. Okay, so they have 3 Nogglings and 1 card from their deck, and the rest is treasures. Nogglings aren't that good at removal, and I've seen both Shield Shatters. They probably can't remove like a Gigafin without something... Actually, no, that's true. Gigafin is pretty easily removable.
Pick me!
That's a lot of health. It's pretty good. I don't get the tap, but it's still a lot of tempo. And we're going phase, because like this isn't that scary. I kind of need to kill them. 4 and 5. I can beat some treasures, but there's some that I definitely won't be beating. I actually don't even have that many spells left for Queen. I was thinking Queen's pretty important in this match, but maybe it's not. They had like 9 or 10 cards left in their deck before I shuffled the curses in. Buckler. So they have treasures and then a Noggling. It's a lot of health. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. That's good. I needed some tempo here. Wow, that's really good. I could go for the Bran here. I actually don't mind it. All they have are treasures.
I'm not getting any younger.
Is it better to brand Queen? I don't even think it is. Maybe it is. board's full. I want to get Queen online. Next turn I can go Bran, Queen, tap, which gets me closer to just Tamsin plus all the curses. Maybe this is bad, though. Well, this Grimoire is going to help. I can Bran Grimoire as well. So this is actually pretty good. So we can do this. I believe this works, right?
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Okay.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
Ring of Tides. We get infinite curses. Okay. I think this is just good. That's a little scary. Do I just ship this now? I could use it as removal. No. It's such a good meme to do it now. What was my last curse? Was it 4 or 5? Five? I think I'm just gonna do this. I actually don't play curses. I don't think I play anything. Like, I might actually run out of cards. I think this should have been a Tidestone. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could fatigue. Oh, I'm not fatiguing anymore. Keck W. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. I can Gigafin it, though.
I'm almost out of cards. Who stole all my cards?
I think I do Gigafin. The last curse was what? 6? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? I think this is lethal. This might be lethal.
What is taking so long?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 plus 12, 19 times 3. 19 times 3 is 60 minus 3, 57. 67, 70. This is lethal. Maximum cursage, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this is lethal. If I did my math correctly. And if I did do my math correctly, I died, so we'll see. 9, 10, 11, 12. Got him. Very nice. Alright, I'm back. Tempo. Ooh, this looks like a Tempo brand. How's new patches worth playing? I think so. I've been having some fun. Some stuff pisses me off. Like, alignment still shouldn't be a fucking card, but I've been having fun with some stuff. This could be Rogue if they 3-kept. Yeah. Sag. Tempo brand seems less exciting now. I might still do it. Maybe not, though. Yorkio, thanks for the prime. Welcome to the Hack Pack. Can we get some claps in chat? Thanks, Yurna. So they've drawn 2 cards and traded once. That's minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Null costs 1 mana right now. It looks like they're going to coin out a Null here. I don't really want to play Brand into that, so I guess I just tap. I also think coining a Null here is kind of sketchy. But they might do it. Okay. Pretty happy just tapping. If I temper Brand, it means I contest the Null better, but... Nah, you know? Nah. We'll just School Teacher. Turn 5, we'll tempo some stuff out, and then turn 6 Tamsin. You love Control and Warlock. Is this capable of getting to Legend with all the random stuff in Diamond? Maybe. Quite possibly. Prep Vessel. I could Zola, but I don't think that's worth doing here. We'll just go this. Drag Below is quite nice. That fits my game plan anyways. And it's acceptable removal here. Ship it. We can brand it, but branding it only works on the same target, which is kind of awkward. It's actually a pretty big buff, right? Drag Below getting 3 mana. A, School Teachers can get it. B, it's just a Shadow Bolt with upside now. Ooh, see, this is a problem, because I can't deal with this right now. I can deal with it next turn. Next turn might be too late, though. Actually, maybe not. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. Okay, this actually isn't quite as bad as I thought. School Teacher as well? Or am I shipping the brand? Oh, hold on. This is the nuts. How did I not see this? Bam. Then we Zolo it. Oh, this was such a good play. Feels good. Bam. We're still gonna mill a card with Tamsin, but this was really nice. Oh, this felt so clean. How's it going, Siren Blade? Sweet play. Dr. Zola. Okay. All face? This guy knows where the place is.
200 IQ into 5 IQ in 1 second. Just 1 second.
I could Abyssal Wave instead. I don't think I want to, though. Yeah. I don't think I want to. Actually, do I? 1, 2, 3. They take 6. The next turn, this goes 4, 5. Wait, Abyssal Wave is actually lethal over 2. So we Abyssal Wave instead. We Abyssal Wave instead of Tamsin, because this is lethal over 2. If I'm not mistaken. They take 1, 2, 3. That's 6. They're down to 10. If they don't play the 3-mana thing, then they die. And it's very likely they don't play the 3-mana thing. So I actually Abyssal Wave here, instead of Tamsin. Alright, 1, 2, 3. And then if we just go Bran Cultist, and that's lethal if they don't play the thing. Yeah. And why would they play the thing? I might as well do it like this now, just in case I miscounted. Is Curse Warlock just broken? Wow, okay, okay. Who is this guy? Rip, rip, rip. Bingo, bango, bongo. Is this that good for beginners? Watching me tells you that it's fun, but it doesn't look like for beginners. I wouldn't worry too much about decks being